Hello guys, so you're probably wondering where I am right now and like what the heck am I doing? I'm gonna, something went wrong, so um, I had to take the screen away from the TV, so yeah, so yeah, and yeah, so we're gonna do the whole, today's video is gonna be the entire Fortnite storyline explained part 2. And make sure you like and subscribe, especially subscribe, because when we get to up to 20 subs, I'll show you some save the world gameplay. So yeah, let's wait like 5 more seconds. Alright, that should be good. So here we go. Okay. So yeah, so we left off at the robot versus the monster live event. So that's what I'm going to show you right now, and I'm going to show you how the monster became like that, and it will show in the live event. So let me show you that part. Let me just skip this part. So the monster came out of the island, the robot came out, and the monster was punching the vault right there to get the 0 point, but then the robot shot missiles at the monster. Now the monster is recovering. And the robot shoots more missiles at the monster. And then the monster is getting damaged. Yeah, the monster gets up. The monster damages the robot with his laser, or whatever you want to call it. And then the robot gets back up and is ready to fight. So the robot jumps at the monster and puts him into the water. Let's skip this little part. Then the robot comes out of the water. And then the monster jumps out and jumps on the robots. And then the monster damages the robot badly. And then the monster is eating the robot, and the robot throws the monster off of him, which made his arm fall off. And then the robot falls. And then the monster is recovering. The robot is trying to get up while the monster is recovering. And then the robot punches the vault and pulls out the 0 point, gaining the energy. And is ready to fight. Then the robot puts the 0 point back and gives him a punch in the face. And then the robot is ready to reveal all her secrets. So she grabs the statue and pulls it to be revealed as the sword, the key of saving the Fortnite island from the monster. And then the robot gives the energy of the 0 point to the sword, is ready to fight. The robot jumps and stabs the sword into his head. Then the robot won. And then he does the no sweat dance. Okay. Then he salutes and flies off. Never to be seen again. Alright, yep, that was the robot event. Now I'm going to show you. So then when season 10 released, the meteor came. So I'm going to tell you how that happened. So Jonesy was actually right by the 0 point, and then the 0 point like exploded. Then he was in this this a realm with like the meteors there and like the rocket there, and then yeah. So then there's the rocket, there's the rockets, the meteors, and Kevin the Cube. And then yeah, so then then Jonesy fell out of the realm, and then the meteor he was like laying down like this, and the meteor was right there, and then in the background Dusty Depot returned. So then over here it's the Dusty the rocket has returned. And then it's ready to launch. So I'm going to show you when the rocket launches in the end event, which is right here. The rocket goes up into the sky, and then when it goes into rifts, the seven, which is all the rockets together, and then the 3 rockets is known as the Visitor, the Scientist, and the Paradigm. The rockets are flying all around, just going crazy, like, into rifts. Oh wait, what happened? Oh no! What's going on? Something like guys. And then the rockets are going into the rift. They're coming out of the same rift they were behind the meteor. Then they're just going in front. The 7 is going in front over and over again. They keep going. Then eventually the meteor goes into the rift. And then a rift shows up in the sky. And then the Visitor comes down. The same thing. So he comes down and gets rid of the barrier of the 0 point. Now it's only up to the meteor. And the meteor comes down with the other 6 surrounding it. So the 6 go their own ways, and the meteor goes into the last barrier and is crashing in, and then the meteor goes into the 0 point. And then that causes to make a black hole. And they're going down. Everything gets sucked up into the black hole, and then everything gets sucked up into the black hole, and everyone dies. And there's just a black hole there for 2 whole days. And then after 2 days of waiting, of nothing, Chapter 2 Season 1 releases. And then there was these cabins. So then a war started in Chapter 2. Ito versus Alter. So Ito was the good guys and Alter was the bad guys. So Turk led Ito and Chaos Agent led Alter. And then there was these cabins that there was like at the end of the season there was these cabins that in the very center of the island that in like in every stage it would turn each piece of furniture would turn gold. And then back to Ultraverse, and then we find out who lives there in Chapter 2 Season 2. And then Ito captures Chaos Agent, and then Fusion takes over Alter after that happens. And then Chaos Agent teams up with Ito, and then in the battle, Fusion kills Chaos Agent's daughter, and then Fusion gets away. But then in Chapter 2, Season 2, which the person that is revealed living at the cabins is Midas, and this was his agency. And then so they were so there yeah so then so in the and then it was so Ito turned into Ghost and Midas led Ghost, and then Chaos Agent made up his own team called Shadow. So yeah, and then Fusion still had Alter. So then they were having a battle. Meowscles was guarding the agency while the rest of the heroes went. Well, the rest of the agents went to the Steamy Stash. That's Fusion's base. But then Fusion had a trap, and then Fusion's whole army went back to the agency, but the others were at Steamy Stacks. And then so Meowscles died, and everyone was too late to save him. So yeah, and then then this is what happened next. So then they had the final battle. So Fusion. So then then they went back to Steamy Stacks after that happened, and then but then Skies, and then Chaos Agent jumped into Fusion, making 0 and causing Chaos Agent to die. And then Sky finishes Fusion off, and then she also dies. But then that caused Meowscles to come back to life. And then Oro said to Meowscles that he will bring Sky back because Midas is gonna betray him. So yeah, and also then Midas died, and then Midas died and went to the underworld he met Wrath, and Wrath gave him a deal. If Midas would destroy the whole Fortnite island, Wrath would bring his daughter back and bring him back to life. So then he got the deal. So then he betrayed everyone, and then Chaos Agent came back to life, and then they found out that Midas was betraying them. So then, in the live event, when he betrayed him, this happened. Let's do more. So yeah, that happened. The agency was destroyed, just like that. And this is how the agency actually gets destroyed. Obviously, the agency doesn't just explode with C4. So yeah, let me show you the Doomsday event. So yeah. So tentacles rise from the hatches. The agency explodes, and then that big device comes out of it, and that's the 0 point. If you watch my past videos, you would know about this. So yeah, watch the other videos if you want to know more about this. So yeah, so the Doomsday device is there. And then it pushes back the storm. And then they show up in an office. And then John Jones is talking out. And the same thing is still happening. They're in the air. The Doomsday device is failing. And then it brings in the storm. We go back in the sky. And then it's pushing it back. Then it stops. And everything's fine. They go down. But then it starts back up again. Well, no, it goes down. Then John.
Just a storm. What does that mean? It's connected to the loop. There's no way we could have predicted that it would react this way. This way.
So, yeah. Then the tsunami rises. And then And then, yeah, so the tsunami rises. Yep, that's how. Yep, so that was the Doomsday Device event. So then after that, so yeah, so alright, yeah, so I'll show in one of my next videos. I'll show the Galactus event, so you can see that in Chapter 2, Season 4, and then yeah, so in Chapter 2, Season 3, the tsunami crashed down, and then it flooded, and Midas's daughter came back, and there's a lot of chaos, and then his ship crashed, and then the rift he went in caused Galactus to come to the island. Well, here's two opinions. So this is probably the real one. Like some people like, and Newsday Pro says that Fade and Penny tried to get back to their island, and then that made the rift so Galactus would come. But then a top 5 gaming says what the rift made by Ciano and Dio caused Galactus to get here. So yeah, and then Chapter 2, Season 4 began, and then yeah, I'll show you. I just will end it here. Thanks for watching, and I'll show you the Galactus event in one of my next videos. And yeah, and I'll see you later. Bye.